So this just turned up. I ordered it from eBay, but the official Svbony supplier here in Australia, just to speed things up rather than get it direct from China. There wasn't actually any price difference. So we'll open it up and have a look. So I ordered the Sv305CPro, the updated version of the 305C, and I ordered not one, but two versions of this. One of them's for me and one of them's for the giveaway on the website, but you'll see some details about that later. So let's crack it open and have a look. I love that they make it nearly physically impossible to get into these things. Everything's wrapped and double wrapped and taped, and yeah, I'm lucky I didn't lose a finger here, but anyway. Okay, skip forward now that I've actually managed to break into it. Let's see what's inside. So this is typical Svbony, the white box with the label. Not a great deal loss. The 305CPro. Okay, we'll take the, so yeah, like I said, this one's mine. The other one will stay wrapped and packaged, ready for the website giveaway. But let's see what's inside. So we've got a foam insert, the camera itself, which comes with the dust cover on it. It's fairly robust in comparison to the original. Same sensor size and all that sort of stuff, just a bigger camera body, obviously to incorporate the different USB speed. We've also got the 1.25-inch eyepiece barrel adapter, so that goes into your 1.25-inch adapter, and a CS lens adapter, which is pretty standard for most of these smaller planetary cameras. We've got an ST4 guide cable, which nobody uses them anymore. Well, some people do, but I don't. And the USB 3 cable. Now this had me beat. I wasn't sure what it was. There's a cleaning cloth. Svbony instructions. They're pretty standard. But this thing, I didn't know what it was. I thought it might have been a filter or something, but I opened it up and it turned out it was just another CS lens adapter. So I'm not sure if there's meant to be two in the box or whether they've put another one in by accident before they shipped it or what the go was. But anyway, I ended up with two CS lens adapters. So we start with the original 305C. It's got the IMX290 sensor. This is the first camera that I bought. Then we moved to the Sv305Pro. It's also the IMX290. Then to the Sv305 Pro M, which is the monochrome version. Now the new camera, the Sv305C, is the same as the 305C with an updated sensor. It's IMX662, and it also incorporates USB 3 and an ST4 port. So looking at the differences between the two, the 305C, the IMX290, it's a lot smaller body on the camera. The 305C has a larger body, but I presume that's to incorporate the extra cooling and the USB 3 speed plus the ST4. The Sv305CPro should incorporate faster frame rate because of the USB 3. So like a kid at Christmas, I got it out of the box, plugged it into the laptop to do sensor analysis, and boom, first problem. So I had to do a few different updates to get this thing actually running, but I'll go through that now. So first of all, I went through and made sure I reinstalled the Svbony software drivers for the 305 and above, which were already on the PC, but I just thought I'd eliminate all possibilities. In typical Svbony fashion, you open the program and Windows won't run it. So you've got to sort of jump around and tell it to run it anyway. But we get this updated. Everything's good to go. Open back up SharpCap, and then I get the second issue. So I open SharpCap, same problem, still won't recognize it. So I try again, try running the camera through ASCOM in SharpCap. It recognizes the camera, but it's not actually connecting to it. It won't load anything So this is a bit of a head scratcher. Anyway, turns out I updated actual sharp cap from the 32-bit to the 64-bit version, and then it basically came good from there. So here it's just doing a quick run through sensor analysis with the sharp cap feature. Obviously it goes through, measures exposures, gains, all that sort of thing, gives you high, low points, and then it basically gives us a readout at the end so we can establish what unity gain will roughly be. It takes a lot longer than this. This is sped up, obviously. So unity gain, we want the ADU to be roughly at a value of 1. So looking at this graph, basically it's somewhere between 170 and 200. So I reckon around 190 is probably unity gain for this camera. So I generally ran it at 200 just so the HDR kicks in and it lowers the noise. Like, look at the graph here, the noise significantly reduces as soon as you hit that gain level. We'll take it outside, hook it up to the scope and give it a test and see if we can image Jupiter. So here's the 305CPro, and all I'm going to use is the Svbony UV IR cut filter on it. We'll start off at native focal length in the 12-inch Dob, and then I'm going to run it through 3 times Svbony Barlow. So we'll see how we go. So at native focal length, it'll give us roughly 0.4 arc seconds per pixel, and then with the 3 times Barlow, it'll give us 0.13 arc seconds per pixel. So I got everything set up, running, pointed it towards Jupiter, just waiting on it to get a bit darker. Got some imaging with the 305 at native focal, but then as you can see, typical, the clouds roll in. They did start to dissipate, so I pointed it back towards Jupiter and hooked up the 3 times Barlow, and go figure, the clouds roll back in again. So I'm sitting here just literally fighting clouds. They're just coming one after the other. I'm getting a few little clear breaks, but it's a bit shit. We'll see how we go. So after it got to about 11:30 and the clouds just kept on rolling, and then the neighbours came home from a wedding and there was lights and all sorts of things going on, I'd had enough by this stage, so I decided to pack it away for the night. So here's the capture data out of Sharp Cap with the 305CPro and UV-IR cut filter at native focal length of 1500 millimeters. This is probably the one clear video I got, 40-second capture, before the clouds started to basically ruin everything. But here's the stacked image and sharpened in Registacks. And you can see even in this image, there's still some flaring from the side of the planet. The cloud cover was just making it a blurry mess. So once the clouds rolled in, this is basically what I was dealing with. Like, the exposure was up and down and all over the place. The clouds were exposing the planet, it'd disappear. I couldn't get a chance to focus on it once I put the Barlow in. I didn't really have a hope in hell, so I'd basically given up at this stage. So this 305C camera has some serious potential for planetary imaging. I obviously need a chance to get out and test it better. I couldn't get the frame rate above 99, well, so let's call it 100 frames per second. They claim that it should be 120 at native focal, but I was heavily cropped down to, I think, 640 by 480 to get it to run at 99 frames a second. I don't know if that's a software issue or something. I'm sure I'll work it out in the long run. Anyway, the whole point of this video is I've bought 2 of these cameras. So there is another camera brand new in the box, which I'm going to give away. So what you need to do is follow the link in the description or go to www.domastro.space. Join up and become a member. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And then in the members area, go to the competition page and submit your photos of Jupiter to me. The competition will run from Monday the 16th until the 16th of April, so consecutively for a month. And then a winner will be selected at random, in which I'll send you this 305C camera. So yeah, in the meantime, thanks for watching. I'm hoping to get out and test this camera a little bit more. But yeah, if you could give me a like, subscribe, share it, whatever. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.